Do you think if I put it, oh, sorry you guys all saw my boogies. There we go. Is that okay?
It's a little crooked.
Ah, dang. Sorry, technical difficulties, you guys. Technical difficulties. Oh, there's no one on here anyways right now. Dang. Cool. Cool beans. We might have to squeeze together, like really.
Yeah.
We can go like that. What do you think?
Yeah.
Cool. Hi, you guys. Hey. Oh, we are a little bit crooked, but hi. There, lots of setup.
That's good.
Sorry for wasting about 7 minutes. Okay, you guys, so Anna and I have a super fun live we're doing today. Also, I'm gonna answer any questions after we post the video. If you guys wanna re-comment the questions, because I can't really see what you're saying because we're so far away, but basically, what are we doing today?
Well, today we're going to be doing a video on how to decode your client. So when I say decode, I mean a lot of clients ask questions about styling and that kind of stuff, and we don't know exactly what they want. So if someone says, "Oh, I want to get a very natural look," well, that could mean anything. It could mean classic. It could mean like a light hybrid set. For all we know, it could mean a mega volume set, and that would be someone's version of natural. So we want to talk today about how to properly decode a client and find out exactly what they want and how to do that.
So what we're gonna start off doing is Anna has gone onto our iPad and she has chosen, I believe, 4 or 5, maybe 6 photos of lash sets, which I don't know the mappings to. I don't know what type of lash set they are. They could be classic, mega volume, volume, hybrid. And she's gonna show me the photos, and me being someone who does not do lashes, I do not do lashes, I'm going to describe to Anna how I would describe that set if I were to want the set. So me being Anna's first time client, she's then, from what I describe, going to tell all of you what my sentences and my words actually mean and what I actually want, what I'm looking at through the set. So let's go.
All right. So
pick a random one.
We're just gonna start off with a banger. Let's do let's do something crazy like this. Hopefully you guys can see that.
Do you want me to? I'll get like real close. I'll come around. So this is the set that Anna, the photo she's gonna show me, and this is what I would hypothetically want, and I'm gonna describe it not knowing anything about the set.
Yeah, so pretending like she hasn't even seen the picture.
Yeah.
Tait is gonna pretend to be a client coming in, and she's like, oh, and she's gonna describe what she wants in this way.
So if I wanted this particular set, me having no knowledge of being a lash artist, I would want to say to Anna, I would want something that kind of looks like eyeliner, that makes my eyes elongated. I would want something that was super dark, but I don't want something that's long and the lashes hit the eyebrow. And I would definitely want it to be very dense. Like this to me looks like it's a thick kind of like wing eyeliner effect. And that's how I would probably describe the set to you. So maybe if you want to decode me.
Yeah. So that totally made sense the way she described that. But immediately my brain would think that she wants an L curl set. So Tait, do you want to just quickly show them what I would immediately think that you want?
So from what I described,
that's what I would think that she wanted. Because she said she wants a wing, and immediately I know for sure you want cat eye, which is what the other photos show.
Which would be like the mapping.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to further figure that out, I would bring up the photos and be like, oh, do you want an L curl, which is this guy right here? Or do you want more of a swooping curl like this? And you would kind of decide from there what you would want.
Totally. I also feel like photos are like really helpful. One big tip that we have at Lost Artistry is when you have new clients come in, tell them bring 3 to 4 inspo photos always, because that would make this process so much easier.
Exactly. And if your client didn't have photos and they did exactly what Tait did, described what they wanted, and I was thinking something else, I would always make sure and say, can you pull up a photo? And then they would go on Google or Instagram. It would only take them 2 seconds and they would find the exact photo of what they're talking about, and then from there on we can be on the same page and further style her set.
So when I was saying in the set that I described, I had mentioned that I was looking for something like really dense. So when I say really dense and like thick, what would you interpret from that? Like pre-fan, megavolt, what would you interpret from that?
I would interpret mega volume for sure. When I hear dense, I think dramatic and thick. However, yeah, like not everyone thinks that way. They think that when they say dense, they mean maybe like a hybrid or something more simple. But yeah, when I hear dense, I think of mega volume. And sometimes I would think of like a uniform set.
Like Russian volume almost. Yeah. Like very, very tightly packed uniform. Really interesting.
Yeah.
I can see like doing this exercise now that it can go so many different ways because there's literally so many options on this, doing this and doing lashes. Okay, let's do another photo. I really like this. This is fun.
Okay, going from the complete opposite direction as that, we're gonna show a classic set.
I love it. I love this. This is Maddie. Maddie does customer service for us, but this set is the next one. So if I were to want this, how would I describe this set if I had no idea what kind of lashes these were? So I would look at this and go, I would want something light and fluffy. I would want something that isn't super dense, kind of the lashes look a little bit more sparse. I'd probably say that I'd want something that looked like my natural lashes, but a little bit enhanced. And I would say I don't want anything that is, I guess, super long and I guess hit my eyebrow. And then I probably would say that I don't like the eyeliner effect. Okay.
So immediately I know you're talking about classic. That was a very well described way to ask for a classic set. And I actually did this classic set on Maddie, and we did a video on how I would style her differently next time.
If you want the video,
let us know.
Drop the comment and we'll send that to you later.
When you said light and fluffy, immediately my brain would think of a very light hybrid set. So if you want to achieve like a very light hybrid set, I would do 0.12s and 3D volume. It really just gives that fluffy, lightweight look. But then when she said sparse, I was like, okay, she definitely wants classic thin lashes that aren't over the top. And when you said that you wanted them to not hit your brow bone, I immediately thought that you wanted something less curly. And in this set, they are a little bit more curly, but they wouldn't hit her brow bone because they were very, very short. So the way that you described that was actually perfect. You wanted them short. So I think you described that perfectly.
Cool.
Yeah.
I do really like that set though. Like that's probably one of my favorite sets. Usually when I get my lashes done by the Lost Artistry girls, I get these like big honking lashes, and you really do learn to appreciate the classic dainty.
Totally. I love doing natural sets. It's actually my favorite.
Or hit me with the next, girl.
All right. Let's go for something more in between. I love this set. I think it's my favorite set that Caitlin has ever done.
Okay, so this is the next one that I'm going to be describing to Anna. This is so flattering on her. I literally cannot believe it. Also, her eyes look so green and beautiful. So, if I were to see this set, I would probably say, okay, first thing I think of when I look at this set is I think I want the lashes to almost look like they're like a strip of lashes, but also too there's there's peaks going up in it, and it's almost like piecey chunks. I would say that I definitely want the piecey chunks to be a little bit more sparse, but filled between with I guess normal lashes, if you call them normal lashes. And then I would also say that I do like a little bit of an upward swoop with the set. That's all I would give you. Honestly, that's actually an interesting one to describe because
it is. So you definitely explained to me that you want texture. As a lash artist, I would word that as texture. and I totally agree. She has so many piecey little peaks, and she does have shorter lashes in between. So it looks like what Caitlin did to achieve this set was she did wet lash peaks.
Here, move it over this way just a tad.
Oh, yep, you're right. So you guys can see.
Yeah.
So it looks like she did peaks, and then in between she did fluffy, lightweight lashes to cover that. So, and you also mentioned that you want them to swoop upward.
Yeah.
So because you naturally have almond-shaped eyes, people who usually have almond-shaped eyes have a little bit of a downward tilt. So a squirrel eye mapping would be perfect for you to achieve that look.
Interesting.
So what you do is you would put your longest lengths on the outer third of the eye, and then you would drastically drop them very quickly, and it's almost like the long lengths cover the shorter ones. So it gives you a cat eye finish, but it's a squirrel eye, but you wouldn't know.
That's so interesting. That's a beautiful set too.
It is. And like if someone asked for what you asked for, I would definitely want to see a photo, because texture can mean so many different things.
Right.
So you could have texture in a classic set or a hybrid set, mega volume, and you know, you could have flat lashes as the texture, or you could have wet lashes. There's so many different ways to go about it.
And another thing to add on to that as well too is when you're working with wet lashes or textured lashes, I feel like you're going to want to have solid commitment with your client, because those are going to need a lot more maintenance than if you were to just do like a regular volume set or mega or classic, because those peaks and those spikes in that texture, you're going to want to regularly maintain that for the set to look uniform. So you need that communication with your client, because they could be going into this going, oh, this is going to be sick. My lashes are going to look bomb.com all the time, but little do they know, with this set, you need maintenance, and you're gonna have to come in a little bit more. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
And actually, a little thing to go off of that, it's a little bit different, but if you had a client who needed to come in for regular fills because their retention wasn't great, a great tip to fix this is by feathering different lengths in your sections. So you want to lash your top layer first, and then your bottom and middle layer, you're going to put a bunch of different lengths, so that when the lashes fall out, it looks more gradual and more natural.
Right.
It's a little bit different than what we were talking about,
Right.
but I wanted to point that out because I've had to do that for a few clients, and it worked amazing.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. On to the next.
All right, what else do we have? Why don't you pick one, Tate?
Okay.
So we have this section here.
Okay.
What stands out to you, girl?
What stands out to me? Oh. Okay.
Ooh.
What do you think about this one?
I love it. That's so different.
Okay, so you guys, this is the set that I chose. Immediately it stood out to me because it's literally so gorgeous. It's like eyeliner.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I were to look at that set, I would say to Anna that the lashes I want, short. Like hardly any length, going from, I say, the inner corner of my eyelid to 3/4 outwards to almost where my brow hits. And then I want a little bit of an eyeliner swoop, but I want them to be short and dense and look literally like black eyeliner swooped on my eye.
That is so cool. And
That's
honestly,
a sick set.
it is. And to be honest, like, this is like almost embarrassing to mention, but I don't even know what curl she used. I believe it's L,
Right.
but
It does look like L.
I think it might be L because of the swoop. It's tough to find on this angle. So if I was not sure what curl was used, I would further assess that and be like, okay, what are you looking for?
Yeah.
Like, do you want the fox eye trend, or do you want more of a natural lift? Like, you could honestly achieve something like this with a C curl depending on the client. But yes, I believe L curl was used here to achieve that swooping eyeliner effect.
It's so pretty.
It's so cool. Like, look at that. And another cool thing about doing like a cat eye look is using diameters and dimensions to, maybe you should
hold it.
Using diameters and dimensions to your advantage. So one thing, I don't think Caitlin did this in this set, but it's something that I would maybe do, and that is to use either a mid stem or a long stem on the outer corner to give that darkness, or to bump up my dimensions or diameters just on that outer corner, so it really gives you that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. And for these, like, because when I described this eye, and I was saying like short, barely there lashes. Do you have a specific like pre-fan length in mind that you would use for this? Like when you look at that, what do you think? When someone says short to you, how short does your brain go?
Probably like 9 or 10.
Okay.
And like I know that'll totally vary between person. Like some people will think that 12s are short or 8s are short, but to me this photo looks like it's not 8 or maybe 7. 7 to 11.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely longer there. So it's maybe 7 to 11 on this part of the eye here.
Yeah.
And then she quickly jumps up in length on her outer corner. This could be up to like 13 or 14. But yeah, when I hear short, like I think of like 10s.
Yeah, like really short, stubby. Wow.
I love this set.
Also, if you guys in the comments have any tips or tricks you use when decoding, or you recommend your clients to bring certain photos or whatever in, let us know, because we would also like to hear what you guys do to prepare for a new client. And then I think we'll do one more.
Yeah.
And then we're done.
I think our last one is this
guy. I love this one.
Me too.
Okay, so this is a set. This was Caitlin's that she did on Other Anna, right? Okay, so this set here, dude. Ooh.
That is a showstopper.
That's like a boss bee.
Yeah.
That's a bossy lash set. So this set, I probably would describe it and say, I want something that looks like a pair of glue-on eyelash strips, but like really piecey and chunky and long, and like I want my lashes to be like, whoa, totally out there. I want to have a lot of length. I almost want these to hit my brow bone, basically. And I want them to look like they have a lot of pieciness, and they look fluffy, and they look like they just like blow in the wind. Like a big. Give me some big lashes.
So immediately I definitely think of mega volume.
Yeah.
Textured, piecey. I think you described this one very well as well. And one thing that I actually would note is when Tait is describing this set, when I hear long, I get a little worried because I'll have to tell her for sure that even though she does have brow space, she doesn't have a whole lot. So you really have to take into consideration what your client has to work with. So just because a client asks for a specific set doesn't mean you have to give them that exactly. Basically, you want to transfer what their vision is and put it on their eyes to best suit them.
Work with what you got, yeah.
So I would totally give Tait this kind of look, but I would bump down my lengths because I would not want her lashes to go above her brows or touch her brow bone. So, and I would probably use like a C or CC curl at most. I think a D curl would curl in too much. But yeah, I would definitely transfer it like that.
Yeah.
And it looks like Caitlin used wet lashes for the PC texture, and she filled it in with like mega volume lashes in between. If you wanted to learn how to do wet lashes, we did a free IGTV live course, which Anna actually took part in, that Caitlin ran on our Instagram. If you would like that, comment below and I can send that to you as well too when we post the video. Yeah, it's so fun. We go over so much, not even just with how to do wet lashes, but like what products to use to benefit creating them. I had no idea how to use Foreplay, and when we talked about Foreplay, I was amazed at like how well this product worked, because I've actually done a few wet lash sets since then, and I forgot to use Foreplay for one of them, and it was so tough to like get the fans to stick together and all that kind of stuff. So I really like gained an appreciation for that product. Products matter, dude. Like so intensely. Anyways, so I think that kind of like sums it up. Yeah. Dude, this set is so gorge. Caitlin actually said she's never done a set like this before ever. That's right. And she literally killed it. Stunning. Would you guys get this? Like, I don't know if I could ever, like, me personally, I'm like, it's so intense, but oh my god, it looks so good on her. Yeah. I feel like you could do lashes like that. Would you ever do lashes like that? I think I would. I would definitely try out any lash set possible. Should Anna get these big honking lashes? Should I love it. Right? Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. This was so fun for Anna and I, because we
basically for the last 24 hours have been trying to figure out how to tackle this video. And I think that this is probably the best way possible, is to do a direct representation of someone describing and then you breaking it down and decoding and analyzing.
Yeah, originally we had a totally different plan for this video and we were worried about the execution. We didn't think that it would really be we didn't think that it would really translate. Yeah. So
we were gonna act. We were basically gonna act.
Tait was gonna be my client.
Anna. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we went this way. If you guys have any questions or any comments or any tips and tricks for us, we love to learn and we love to hear from you. So that kind of sums it up.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming on and joining.
Hopefully we'll do one like this again if you have any other ideas of lives that you can do, because Anna and I are going to be doing YouTube lives every Tuesday. So we'll take any live suggestions that you want to give us.
Absolutely.
Cool. Ugh. Okay, bye you guys.